Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Tuesday, October 22nd of 2024. Still doing renovations, but I'm going to be working on down in my basement today. I really got to get that main area kind of straightened out, but I will just do a quick walkthrough, show you, just my cat's jumping, but I'll just do a quick walkthrough and show you the progress we have made. Here in the front entrance. So we are getting a new door and new windows. Not sure exactly when, sometime in the next couple of weeks they will be starting. My husband wants to do something with those top two cupboards. I like them, but the doors are, the hinges and stuff are broken, so they're always crooked. So not sure what we're gonna do with that. I do like this open concept kind of a thing. I would like to change this out a little bit, but not quite sure what to do with the closet at the moment. Right now in the closet, we've got the dog and cat containers, the black and gray ones, that's their food. We've got the two cat carriers and the litter box, and then my dog's food and water, and I don't like the food being next to the litter box. She moves her dish. I do want to switch this up, but I just haven't had a chance to do anything. And then, oh, we did get our new lights have been put in. So I went with these really cool chrome lights. I've got the one here in the front entrance, and it has the two light bulbs. And then over in the kitchen, we've got the larger ones, and they take the 4 light bulbs. And then just to finish it off, right above the kitchen table, I went with this chrome one, and it has the 5 light bulbs. It was my daughter who actually, these are light bulbs that were not on my list of don't really like, but they're really cool when they're not being turned on, especially with these being clear, well, not even clear, but just the chrome. So there is no glass or plastic hiding anything, so you can just see the light bulb. Excuse me, you can see the light bulbs. And I just thought it looked really cool because then you can really just, the light bulbs themselves give an interesting look to everything. Turn on, oops, on light switch. So you can see just how bright these lights are. And then for right now, like I said, I haven't figured out where to put the cat food and water. Right now the cats are just on the kitchen table. Again, we've only been here in a couple weeks. I just have not had time to figure out exactly where they are going to be eating. Just odd tool still sitting on my counter my husband needs right now. But I have gone through and I've been organizing my kitchen, trying to figure out where everything is going to be going. Kind of got everything kind of where I want it to be on the counter. Move the cereal out of the way. So over here, I've got, my coffee maker, my tea kettle, a stand mixer, coffee grinder, the phone for now. I don't really want it here, but this is the only place that they could hook it up. I do want it actually, in the living room. I don't really want my answer machine here in the kitchen. It's kind of a hard place. I kind of need the counter space, but just whatever for right now. And then I've got my little marble, trivet tray that spins, or Lazy Susan, whatever you want to call it. And for now, I just have some of my syrups for my coffee on there. And then I've got my 2-in-1 electric whisk, or battery operated little whisk here. And then this is our fruit basket. I don't have any fruit at the moment. So right now it's just full of granola bars and some packs of croutons just to get them out of my cupboard. And then I've got the little cutting board here, a little granite cutting board, and then I've got my marble items here. So my paper towel roll, my little mortar and pestle, and my other little, I don't know what you call them, but utensil holder with my new utensils in it. And then this is reusable paper towel. Haven't used any yet, but I just love the idea that it's reusable. I mean, it was kind of pricey, but I only have to buy it one time. I think there's 12 sheets. Might have been 10. I don't know, between 10 and 12 sheets. And the thing is, I'm looking at the way it's made. I'm pretty sure I can make my own now that I've seen how it's made and add to it. Then I was kind of doing my cupboards, but I will show that in a later video just because I know I'm in the middle of doing my kitchen one as well. And then on either side of my my oven, I've got my knives on one side and all my spices on the other. Just gonna let my dog outside. Okay, so my spicers there, my knives are there. So that's my front entrance and my kitchen. And then my living room, I've got it mostly set up, kind of figuring out where everything is going to be sitting. Now, right now, I still just have the blankets on the couch. I'd love to have it not covered, but it is a leather couch and with the animals and all the renovations still. Just want to protect it because without them, the drywall powder and stuff was just going to coat the couch. So I will probably look into getting some slip covers for that. But the rest of my living room is pretty much set up the way it's going to be. I mean, there's a few things that have to get, you know, moved and not in here, but I will show upwards. So we got the lights installed. So they are pendant lights and you can have them hanging as low as you want. But in this room, we didn't really want them hanging. So with my husband's nephew, he actually has them pretty much like flush mounted. I mean, they do hang down a little bit, which is really cool, but I like them. They are the mercury glass and gold. Let's see, is this the light switch? Oh, yes, there's the light switch. So the light bulbs in them is not the best. And it's also with this big window, it's hard to see, but there's two different light bulbs right now because that's what we had the other day. So this is what they look like. And then over here, this is the lamp that I got free from a neighbor. It's old. I'd like to look this up. I did plug it in this morning with a light bulb. It works, but the light bulbs we have were actually for other lights. We needed them, so I don't have a light bulb for this. Otherwise, I would show you what it looks like. But I do want to go and get some silver or copper polish and get this all cleaned up because I can't wait to see how shiny this will be. And it needs to get straightened out. It's still kind of crooked right now. I had it straight and then I lifted it up to move it and then it kind of went crooked again. But this is my living room. Like I said, we've got new windows coming in the next 2 weeks, so that will be a bay window soon. And new fridge is coming in about 2 weeks as well. But here's the master bedroom. I've got it all organized. You can actually walk in here. Well, mostly I still have a few boxes here I gotta put away. And those 2 boxes there are my candles. I just don't have a place at the moment. I thought that was just the safest place. Just leave them in here. My mirror with my jewelry holder is just sitting there. You know, but we've got all these dressers. So like I said, we're gonna sell the 2 large dressers. We just don't need them. I just need the nightstand, and my husband said he just needs the nightstand and the one tall dresser, one tall skinny dresser, so the other 2 can go. There's nothing to show in the bathroom yet. They will be coming soon to finish the bathroom with the new sink, and same with in here. Get in here. Everything is ready for the plumbers. So I did buy, or we did buy the laundry room sink. I don't even know what the taps look like or feel like. I haven't even looked at them, but I don't want to touch it, but it's just one of those ones with the big arm, and feels pretty solid, but I don't want to pull it out because the plumbers have to deal with that. But it does have, it was just under $500 at Home Depot. So it's the full sink. So it's got the faucet. It's a 10-inch deep stainless steel sink, and it has the cupboard underneath. So the plumbers will be here in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to say 2 weeks because everything's in the next 2 weeks. I don't know the exact dates, but within the next 2 weeks, the plumbers will be here to install. So they've got all this cut away so they can get into the plumbing. And they're going to somehow tie it into like the line where the bathtub is. Don't know how. Anyway, so I thought this would be a good room for the laundry room sink. This used to be where the washer and dryer was. So this is actually taps for the washer and dryer. So the plumbing is already here in this room for most of it. Like 15 years ago, there was no bathroom down here. So we actually put in this bathroom, and when we put in the bathroom, we moved the laundry room in here, and it just, something's on the floor. I just stepped on something on the floor. Okay, so again, it's just a little laundry room. Again, new washer and dryers coming in on November 7th. So just a few more days with these, and the plumbers will be here, and they're going to be kind of, I don't know, whatever it's called when they hide the plumbing in the wall. So I don't know if they're going to be actually be able to recess them, or if they're just going to do some drywalling over top of this. I'm not quite sure. So if they do drywall over top of some of this, then I might lose a little bit of space, but that's okay because the washer and dryer can only go back to about here anyways. So there is quite a big gap. You can see like from about my wrist to my index finger is how much of a space there is here anyways. So if they have to, do a partial wall there to hide that, then they'll do that. And then this washer is pulled out this far only because it was leaking. Trying to figure out what was leaking, so we just pulled it out, and we realized that it is the washer itself. When it is draining, there is something wrong with when it drains. It's not coming completely out the way it's supposed to. It's coming from underneath somehow. So now it's just sitting closer to the drain. So that's what happens when the washer and dryer are like 20 years old, but they still work. So can't see anything wrong with that. And then these shelves I'm going to be changing out. I'm not quite sure which ones are going in here. So I've got this for my ironing board. So I'm just trying to figure how I'm going to do that. And this is scary because most of my light switches don't have the covers on them yet. I can't say how scary that is. And again, my daughter, she chose this vanity for it in here as well. Both vanities have been purchased. They're actually in the garage. So like I said, the plumbers in the next 2 weeks will be changing those out. But this is what I want to work on today, is this main part of the basement. This stuff I can't touch. This is all painting and tools. So this stuff is supposed to be going out to the garage as soon as they are all completely finished with them. This is my little walk-in closet. So when I cleared out the master bedroom, all I did was bring all my clothes. They're all in the garbage bag still. And I just threw them in this closet just to get them out of my way for now. But I do want to go through this and get these clothes out of the bags. I don't have anywhere to hang. Oh, actually, no, I might be able to hang some of my stuff upstairs in the spare bedroom or in the front closet. But again, I got to clear those out. But, the closet hasn't been fully, it's been one or two coats of paint. I think it's just one coat of paint so far. But, it's just needs some work. And I'm just debating whether or not to paint or if I'm just going to go and just do wallpaper. And then getting either my brother-in-law or one of my husband's nephews to do the bars in here. Which I found the ones that will work, and they are from Rona. So this is the pantry. So it looks like this, just because I put all the food away like a week ago. Then my husband and his brother were down here earlier today, and they had to kind of rechange some of the shelving stuff. Well, it was this one, this one here. Way that they had the board sitting, I only had like I had this amount of room to put anything on this shelf. So they had to change up the size of the wood that they were using to hold these shelves up. So now my job today, again, I don't know if I'll get to it today. I really want to do that other room first. But the next day or two, just get in here, organize all my pantry stuff. Like I said, there's stuff in here that's going to be storing in here, like some of my extra big pans that will not fit in my kitchen will be down here, and of course all the food. And then I've got those open packages like that. I do want to put them in bins and then have them stored down here, and then I only having out what I actually need. And I will be going through all this stuff because there are more jars and stuff that I saw when we were moving that are just food that I no longer use. I mean, I've got spices and things, different types of baking products that were purchased just for, one or two recipes, or want to try something different, like going through like gluten-free types of flour, trying the alternatives to things, trying other spices, trying different oils instead of just the olive oil, figure out what I like or what I don't like. Same with some of the other vinegars, figure out what I like or don't like. So now I know which ones I prefer over which ones I'm not going to buy again. So I'll go through everything. And then same with, like I said, I've got open spices that we'll never use again, but I will make sure that they go to somebody who will use them. And I just have like some other food here that I have found that have expired. I just never got around to, getting rid of the stuff before we moved. So that is my pantry. And so obviously this is where I want to be working on today. It looks worse than it really is. I can say that majority of, oops, I'm tripping over things. Majority of the stuff in the center are large, like things like, I've got an extra toaster. I actually have 3 rice cookers, if you can believe that. I've got an ice cream maker, got some just big pots and skillets, and I've got another coffee maker back there. I've got my NutriBullet and the Magic Bullet, my juicer, slow cooker, toaster oven, just all those other kitchen appliances. So those items I actually want to put in the pantry, one of the shelves in the pantry. So a lot of this stuff is just, it has to go into the bins back up on these shelves that are here, or they're going to go on the shelves in the other room. So that is what I'm working on today. So I'll be back as I get this sorted and put away. Okay, so I've been down here for about 10 minutes and I've already made huge progress. So all I did was just moved the stuff that was just sitting right here. So just put toiletry items just in the bathtub and just standing on the toilet. And then some of these other little shoe racks and my other art supply racks and the clothing rack I just set here in the laundry room. Same with my irons and the ironing board that I found so far. Just put them in here. And then the boxes of items that I have to go through, I just brought them into this room. And then there was just this bag here, which has got crafting, seasonal, so it's Halloween and Christmas crafting. And then some of my fall florals I just set in here. They got this bag here, which has got spring and Christmas florals. And then my Thanksgiving pillow. So by just moving a few items, it already looks like I've done a lot of work. So for today, mostly I just want to do is just sort this stuff out. Obviously the shop vac is going to be going in the garage. So I will probably I'll still need that down here because I got to vacuum up the mess once I get everything moved around. But, in the next couple days, the shop vac will be back in the garage. If not, I think I can find a place over by the paints and everything for it to sit for now. So that's all I'm going to do is I'm just going to find all the boxes that are not crafting, like dishes and stuff, and all those dishes that are there. Anything loose, I think I'm just going to try to find room on those shelves. So that is what I'm just going to continue to work on. I don't think it's going to take me that long to really do this. And then the next thing I have to do is everything that's in the garage that has to come down here, I got to bring down here. I really want to get my car in the garage not been able to park my car in the garage. It's just, I just don't like it. So I really wanted to be able to do that today. So I'm just going to continue this, and then I'll show you the garage probably as soon as I get this done, and I'm ready to bring all my other rolling carts of art supplies down here. Then I'll be back and I'll show you what the garage looks like. Okay, so I've got everything kind of moved out of my way. Now the way I've got things piled up, it's just not right, but that's okay. I'll do that tomorrow. It's already just after 5. I've been down here for quite a few hours, moving things around, organizing, kind of figuring out what's gonna go where. So in the bathroom, I just put in here like all my toiletry items, and then my exercise stuff on top, and then any of the laundry supplies are in the laundry room. And then in my pantry, I kind of just put here all the boxes and bags of everything, so I can go through these tomorrow, one bag and one box at a time, and just get this all sorted. But I'm gonna end here for tonight just because this is what it looks like. I don't think there's anything more I can do really tonight. I know my daughter's gonna come home and want a bath, and it looks like that. That's okay. I will just move those items if she decides that she needs to be down here. So I'm just gonna run out to the garage and just show you the garage. Okay, so this is the garage. Now I'll just walk through here and you can see how much work we have been doing, trying to get this stuff kind of picked up and put away. So there is a lot of room on this side, and there's a lot of room over on that side, but it is this pile of stuff here in the middle that I gotta deal with so I can get my car into the garage. Now my plan was actually to bring my crafting rolling carts into the basement. I thought that would give me more room, except they're now piled way behind all of that stuff. So again, I'm not going to be able to, don't think I can get to it right now. I'm going to try. But while I'm out here, so these are the vanities for the bathrooms. So this one here, they're by Glacier Bay. They're from Home Depot. This one was just under 400. I don't remember. I think it was like 370, 380, something like that. But it's got the one cupboard and the 3 drawers, which my daughter wanted drawers. And it comes with the sink and the base. So you just have to buy your own hardware. And then this is the one for the main bathroom. So it has 2 doors and a pull-out drawer at the bottom. And again, it's just your sink and your cupboard. Now this one here is a little bit smaller, a little bit cheaper. This one was $328. And they're both 24 inches just because the bathrooms are very small. But if I can just get most of this stuff here cleared out or moved out of the way, I'll be able to get my car in. And then, like I said, we've got all these bathroom shelving things, you know, over the toilet shelving racks, which won't work in this house, but they work great in other places. I've used them in every room in my house. You know, like you can even add another shelf onto between these bars here if you need to make it like more shelves. And you just put something on here to cover up the wire rack. And like I said, I've used them all over my house. I've used them as bookshelves. I've used them as like little extra, like, you know, displays for dishes. And then like something like this one here, where it's got 1, 2, you know, 3 bars on this side and 3 bars on this side. You can actually add a few more shelves to it, which we're going to use them probably in the garage as shelves for right now. So that is the garage. Like I said, there is, you know, a while ago I couldn't even walk from one side of the garage to the other side. So what I want to, my plan is to get to those to the rolling carts. Yeah, but I've got a stack of boxes in my way of where the rolling carts are. So I'm just debating whether or not I want to do this now or I want to wait till my daughter gets home and then we can do this together. So I'm just moving things like this. There's sometimes lifting these carts. Some of them are heavy and they actually require 2 people to lift them. My husband can help me move them as well if I can just get them out of the garage. But yeah, I think that's what I'll be working on. So I'm looking into seeing what's in here, what's on here. Okay. Anyway, so I will be back as I get either more of this stuff out of the basement or as I'm putting away stuff in the basement. Alright, so with all my hard work, kind of got, messed up. But today is now Friday, October the 25th. So this was my clothes that I had piled up in the where my closet's gonna be. My brother-in-law was here the other day and he did a final coat painting in here. So my clothes had to get brought out. And then that's just where I set the cat and dog food bins from yesterday. So today I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to go through every single box in here, go through every item. I'm at the point where I have gone through this stuff so much in the last few years that when I go through it, it's going to be the final time of going through everything. I'm not touching the food today, but I'm going to go through all these boxes. And so, if I know I have not used it in a long time, it's not staying here. I've got all my glass canning jars, which I'm going to be putting them in boxes, and they are going to be stored in the garage on the shelves. And that's what I'm working on. And like I said, over here too. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my bags of clothes, and I'm going to just fold everything. I've got a couple of these bookshelves here I can use to put my clothes on. I also have a couple of those garment racks. My hangers are all out in the garage at the moment, but so we just kind of got stopped doing what I was doing down here. They had to fix some shelves in the pantry. They had to paint the closet so we can go in the next couple days and buy the shelving unit that I want for in that little walk-in closet. So I'm just gonna start separating this stuff. And I also have to organize this bathroom. I gotta get everything out of the bathroom and the laundry room, because the plumbers are gonna be here on Monday to install the new sinks. So we've got the one down in this bathroom, the upstairs bathroom, and then the other room for the laundry room sink. So we've got 3 sinks that the guys are going to be installing. I don't know if it's going to be like a full one-day job or if it's going to be a multiple-day job, but I got to get this stuff out of the way so they've got room to work with. So first, like I said, so my first thing is I'm just going to go through my clothes and figure out, kind of like what everything is, because everything was just thrown into bags at different times in the last several months. So I'm just going to separate all the clothes. And then again, I've got all these boxes over here. I'm going to go through every box one at a time and just go through everything one final time and get rid of everything that I just do not want. Now, if it is stuff that I know I can sell, I'm going to store them in the garage. But if they don't have a place in the basement, if they're not going to be like on my shelves over here for crafting, or if they're not going to be in the pantry for food prep, I'm not keeping them. So that is what I'm going to be working on all day today, and it's just a few minutes after 8. So I have like in the morning, so I have like all day to do this. So I'll just keep coming in and show you my progress. Right, so I've got the clothes all out of the bags and sorted, so that's just the pile of all the bags. So this big pile of stuff here is from that end. It's just my bags and purses, and then I get into my shoes, and then just any other undergarment, belts, things like that are there. This pile here is jackets and sweatshirts and hoodies. And then I was trying to organize this closet here. I put these 2 shelves in. They each have like, well, this one's got 3 shelves. This one's got 2 shelves. So I was trying to organize, but as you can see, I have more clothes than will fit on the shelves. So they just kind of got piled up on the floor as things were actually falling off the shelves. So this stuff I will be going through, but this is all my other clothes. And as I was doing this, I was finding clothes that I thought I already got rid of. So I will definitely be going through my clothes to get rid of anything that I know I will not be wearing. So this is what I have left to go through. I've got all these little bags here full of just odd things, a few boxes that I have to go through. So as much as I want to do the pantry, I've got to get through this stuff that's here first. I've got these items here that will be going in the pantry. I'm just going to slip them in the pantry right now on the floor. And I've got my makeup and hair accessories stuff. And other toiletry items. I'm just going to take them back upstairs to the master bedroom for right now. I do want to put them in that closet just outside the bathroom. But right now that closet's being used for tools and other things. And then this big Santa gnome bag here is just crafting and art supplies. And like I said, some of these boxes, if they got the tops open, these ones have a lot of my glass collectible jars and stuff in them, and my floral arrangements and stuff. So that stuff is not like, it's not going to be hard to put away. Some of the floral arrangements I'll be storing in the garage. And then this pile here is all my exercise equipment, or most of it. I think half of it's still out in the garage again. These will be on a shelf in my little pantry, I think. I think that's where I'm going to end up having to put them. Maybe the little closet, just, I'm not quite sure. And then, there's not really anything. There's a little basket here, and everything that's in the basket actually belongs upstairs in the living room. Got a laundry hamper here, and as you can see, there's like, I don't know, like I've got extension cords and a blow dryer and my facial steamer sitting on the top. So I know there's like nothing really in that one. And that far back behind everything, that was everything I was using for my last crafts that I had made. So that is just crafting supplies. So that will just be going right back onto the shelves. So it's not like it's going to take me too long to finish going through all this stuff here. I mean, I can't believe it's already taken me almost an hour just to go through the 12 bags of clothing. Just sorting them out. But I'm just going to continue moving this stuff and going through and figure out what I'm keeping, what I'm getting rid of. And I'll be back as I get more done. Alright, so it's now 10 o'clock. So it's taken me about an hour to go through some of this other stuff. So what I've got here is just all my cleaning supplies. And I will be going through this because there is stuff that I don't use. You buy something one time, you say, do you like it or not? I've got some hardwood floor cleaner. We no longer have hardwood now. But I guess I'm not getting rid of those. So, but I think they might work on our laminate flooring. I'm not sure. But I do know that our cupboards are actually cherry wood. So I might, so that's made for hardwood. So I will see if it will work to clean the cabinets. And then I just have a little pile of some bedding, like some sheets and pillowcases. And then I've got this big pile here of just all the recent craft supplies that I have purchased in the last couple of months. And then I've got all my different shelf liners. And then this pile here is all the bags that I was able to empty. Actually, the one big bag with the food on it, that was actually a surprise to me. That was actually full of bags that I emptied a couple days ago. I thought it was going to be full of stuff. Just bags, but all the bags underneath are what I have just finished clearing. I have these three, what are they called? It's plastic tablecloth protectors. I'm actually just gonna get rid of them. Those ones are ripped and stained. I've had them a long time. The dollar store carries them all the time. I think they're up to $3 or $3.50 each. But I don't need them anymore. I don't have little kids. I'm not doing a big family dinners like that anymore. So I don't need to protect my table or my tablecloths like I used to have to do. And so I think that's as far as I've gotten. So then there was just a whole bunch of other stuff that I moved into here. Like this box here is just a random box, and it is already full of stuff that I'm gonna donate. There's a few things that have to be thrown out, but mostly it's donation stuff. Like I have all these spray bottles. I'll rinse them out. I'll test them, see if the spray thing works. Some of them don't work, but I will go through and see what works and doesn't work. And then I've got all these different paper towel and toilet paper rolls or holders. I just don't need that many anymore. So, and then there's just other stuff in here. I just used Ziploc bags. They'll be thrown out. And then I just got like a whole bunch of plastic utensils, napkins, plates, cups, things like that that we just don't need anymore. And then all this other stuff that's sitting here is just all this loose stuff that I brought in here that's mostly going to be going on these shelves. So it's taken me, like I said, 2 hours to get this far, but I think I've made a good progress so far. Oh, and then over here, this pile of stuff right there, that's all my personal papers or toiletry items that I'm taking upstairs to my bedroom for now. So I'll just gonna keep dumping boxes out and organizing and figuring out what I'm keeping and what I'm gonna get rid of. Right, so I've gone through 5 boxes. I got them all right here, so I've got 4 of them I've emptied. And then there is this one I set inside this other larger box just to save room, but that one is pantry and kitchen items. So I just set it there because the box is splitting on me. And then that other bag with the Santa gnomes, I thought was craft supplies. It's actually all my Christmas decor. So I'm just going to leave it in that bag because in about a month or so, I'm going to be, you know, decorating my living room with it. So it can just stay there. So I went through, like I said, those 5 boxes. And I just put all the larger glass items, or even just all the glass items, just in the little cubbies. And then the tall stuff up on the top ledge. And then I do have my 3 lamps, so I just set them over here on this shelf. But that's all gone through. So I said, that's just all my art supplies that's here. And then I said, that's just my exercise stuff. That basket goes upstairs to the living room. And then it's just this laundry basket. I got to go through and see what's in there. And then I've got a couple humidifiers or room purifiers and a humidifier, that's what it's called. There's a humidifier and then 2 air purifiers sitting there. So there's not really much left for me to go through. And then on the table is just, I've got just a couple big floral arrangements and then just a few other odd little things just sitting on the table so they'd be out of my way. So in the bathroom here, behind my shop vac, that big pile there is all just garbage. So I'm just going to take the garbage out. I'm going to take the boxes out. And then I can just kind of move the cleaners to the side. I'm going to put these crafting supplies back in a box just because then I'll know what I have. Because there's just a whole bunch of loose items. And then I'm going to start taking all the boxes out of the pantry one by one and going through them. Right, so I've cleared out even more stuff. I've added to this pile here, but I went through all the pile of bedding and whatever I had sitting there, towels and sheets and things. I put in the laundry hamper as soon as I got it clear, and I put that in the laundry room ready to get re-washed just because this stuff is covered in whatever's down here, drywall powder, dirt, dust, whatever else. I've stepped on the stuff. Even when I get the washer and dryers coming next week. So I think it's next week, November 7th. So maybe still 2 weeks away. I will be washing all my clothes, and then I'll be going through all my shoes and purses, figuring out what I'm keeping and not keeping. After I get all my laundry kind of washed and sorted, I will go through and figure out what I'm keeping and not keeping. I've kind of looked through my cleaners that are here, and most of these are stuff I'm probably not going to use. A lot of this pile here is going to be donation stuff. Even a lot of the cleaners are going to be donations. Later today, I will put this stuff out on my driveway and put an ad on Kijiji and just say free on my driveway. So that's usually how I get rid of excess stuff if I don't feel like making a run to like Value Village or something. But I just going through this pile here of my exercise equipment. I thought, you know, I'm not setting up my gym today, but when I figure out where it's going to be. But I just thought I would just kind of go through and show you what I have. So it's quite easy to make a home gym. There's a few more stuff that's in the garage. Like I have one of those inflatable punching bags. And I've got a whole bunch of little dumbbell weights and the kettlebells and different hula hoops things, like weighted hula hoops. So that stuff is all still in the garage somewhere. But this is what I have. So I've got a couple of these different massaging tools, which I find work really good after or before a workout. If you want to make your muscles warm before you work out, give a quick massage. I've got a couple of these I don't know what the weight is on these. I believe they're about 5 pounds each. And they're just like the medicine balls. And I bought these from the dollar store. So I bought, separately. So I bought one, buy them separately. But I thought it was just better to have two. Because you can lift one in one hand, one in the other hand. Or you just, pass one, between the two hands. And then I got this little one here. I don't know. I bought this at Showcase. So it's just a adjustable stepper type of a thing. So it's got the resistant bands and it helps you with stretching and stuff. And then I've got a whole bunch of these different things. Like these ones here go around your thighs. And then I've got the ones that go around your waist, and they're supposed to, like make you sweat so you burn off more calories. I'm going to say supposedly. I really don't know if they actually work. I have these that go over my knees. I have two of them. For some reason, I can only find the one, but I do have trouble with my one knee. So I do like to have some type of a knee sleeve when working out. And again, this is just another one of those waist trimmer things. And I've got this is just a cheap one from the dollar store. Same thing. I just like to have something for my knee when I'm doing basic exercise around the house, just so I'm not hurting myself. And these ones that are safe from Curves, I used to sell Avon. Avon sold Curves. So I have quite a few of these exercise things that all say Curves. And like I said, the little gloves, they're great for biking and doing weights or even lifting like these or anything. It just kind of gives you that extra, protection on your joints, but it gives you a little bit more grip. And then I have a couple different types of compression socks or the compression sleeves for your legs. I find they kind of help when you're working out your muscles. Just kind of help. I haven't wore the compression socks for a long time. I don't remember where I got these from, but I do know I didn't like these ones. The zippers actually bothered me. I prefer the ones, excuse me, without the zippers. And then I've got these ones again. They're like a compression type sock. But for some reason, you get a pack of two, and then I seem to get both the same, leg. So it was just really felt backwards on one of my legs. I forget which. Because they should have the zipper should be on the inside. But again, when you buy stuff at like liquidation places or dollar stores, that's kind of what you expect. These ones here I got at the Showcase. And these are, no, these ones were from a liquidation place. These are Copper Fit. My other ones I bought from Showcase were Tommy Copper. So I bought these ones because I couldn't afford the Tommy Copper. And I will say there is a huge difference, but not a, I mean, if you can't afford Tommy Copper, but these ones, you know, these ones are a pretty good, you know, generic version of it. So they're infused with copper. And I will say I really did notice having the little bit of copper in my thing, in my gloves or these knee braces. They kind of just, you know, you don't feel like fatigued as fast. This is just one of these things I got at Showcase, and supposedly it's supposed to help keep your back straight. I find it was just a pain to put on, but by the time I did figure out how to get it on, yes, it did keep my back really straight when doing weights. I guess it's just one of those things you just have to, you know, try on, and eventually you'll get it right. And then I have a couple of these. I'm not going to open them, but these ones here, they're the sauna suit. So this is the pants. I don't know where the top is. And then I have the actual vinyl plasticky sauna suit. I've never used them. Just a lot of dust, if you can notice. But so I haven't actually used these yet, but I will try them out and see how well they work. And I have this one here. It was another one that you just put around your waist, or just your lower back, I mean. So it has these bars here, like these rib bars, and they really do keep your back pretty straight when you are bending and lifting things. I found, actually this was the first one I had, and I will say this one was tricky to learn how to use, but I do find this one actually keeps my back straighter for longer. This one was just good for doing like, if you're doing more bending, like from the waist, I don't know, just more cardio, I guess. Okay, yeah, I'll see those. This one works best for more cardio. This one here works definitely better when lifting weights. That's what I found. And then of course I have my little gel infused heel socks, which I love, especially in the winter. My feet do dry out. I have this little armband for my phone when I'm just out jogging or taking my dog for a walk. Then the actual other exercise equipment I have is, well, these, oops, here. I bought them separately. They're from the dollar store. And so you just, they really help when you're trying to do push-ups. You've got this here, and it just gives you a little bit more whatever. You feel more like you're lifting weights versus the push-ups where our hand is straight. This, I just found, it just made my lower arm just more sturdy, and I could just, because I'm gripping something, just easier to do sit-ups. Now, this little tool, this little one here, you just stand on it and twist. It's fun, you know. I know lots of little kids just love to stand on that and twist. It was fun. That was also from the dollar store. And I have this one here. I haven't even taken it out of the box, but it's a 2-in-1 skipping rope. So it's weighted, but then you can take the main part of the jump rope off, and it's just the weighted balls, and you can just swing those. So if you don't have a place where you can actually like jump, or somebody like me, I'm not coordinated enough to go over a skipping rope lots of times, so you won't trip over it. And I did, well, I guess I did try it once, and I put it back just because I knew we were moving, but I did like it better than any of those other weighted skipping ropes I have tried in the past. I have 2 sets of these. I've had these for so long. For put around your ankles, walking or jogging. I don't really like wearing these if I'm doing lots of exercises, but these are the kind of thing I will wear if I'm going for a long walk. I believe these skinnier ones were supposed to be for the wrist. I never liked them on my wrist. I preferred them on my ankles. And the pink ones, of course, were for the ankles. But you know, 5 minutes of this on my wrist, I did not like the way it felt. And I think they now say do not wear them on your wrists. Like I said, I've had these since like the late 90s. So then of course my little exercise mat. And of course I have the stepper, and it's got the legs you take off and flip around and it will be bigger. You can either have no legs, so you've got like you've got 3 different heights. So with no legs, you're flat on the ground, but you still have this. Then when it's this way, you have this much, and then when you flip it around, I think it's twice as high as it would be if it was just flat on the ground. And then I have this one, and I mean, who hasn't seen these over the years all over the internet? I got this from Showcase as well. And I will say, as of right now, I can only get this to go around about 2.5 times. I just haven't figured out how to swivel my hips. I'm not good at hula hooping, but it's all there. And it is fun to use. It's just, I guess, to figure out how to use it. And then I have one of these boards here where you just sit or stand on it and it rocks and swivels. These were like $100. I got this at Value Village for like under 10 bucks. So I had to buy it. But that's what I'm working on right now. As you can see, like I got these stuff that was on these shelves, I kind of got moved somewhere else. So this brown shelf, I've decided I'm going to be putting games and puzzles on. This white bookshelf here is going to be my novels. And then, yeah, so I'm just going to put all my crafting supplies, all my little baskets and things in here. Then this blue bookshelf is going to be just all my other crafting books, cookbooks, and anything else that doesn't fit on those other shelves. And then this again is just some glass decor stuff that just haven't been put away. I just have to figure out where it's going to be going. So that is what I am working on. So I'm just going to continue clearing this stuff up and just finding a place for everything. And then I do want to bring my rolling carts in from the garage, but I don't think I'm going to get to that again today, even though as much as I want to do it, I don't think it's going to happen today. I've got to get it done, you know, over the weekend. I really got to get this basement finished. That's my goal. So I'm just going to continue unpacking, going through everything, figuring out what I'm going to keep, donate, whatever's garbage. I've already found a lot of garbage. So I'm just going to continue doing this, and I'll be back as I finish. Alright, so this is what my basement looks like. I am quitting for tonight. It smells bad down here, but I had those 2 shelves that are on their side. I had them in the laundry room with the cleaners on them. I didn't have too much stuff left to put away. I mean, I had this big pile of clothes right here. I'm like standing in like, you know, still lots of water. So I had to just kind of put all the clothes that were dry, I just threw them over there for now. So I've got this extra big pile of stuff I'm gonna have to deal with later. This laundry basket is now full of wet laundry. Yeah, so I thought I found some towels and pillowcases and a sheet, and I thought I would just do a quick wash. And my washer decided that it's just gonna leak. It's not draining properly, so we had a flood. So last hour and a half I had to go get my husband, pick him up from work. It took the 2 of us like an hour to like mop this the best we can. And then I just got back from taking him back to work because he's got stuff he's got to finish doing. So there's all the cleaners that I had organized and went through, and then that's just all the other, you know, cleaning supplies. And I had them nicely and against this wall and those 2 shelves. The water in here was so high that the cleaners that were on the bottom shelves are wet. So I'll show you these shelves. It's like, actually, I have a tape measure sitting right here because I was going to measure something. Okay, so if you want to know how high the water was, so this is the bottom shelf 2.5 inches. So yeah, the water was quite high, you know, like it's about 2.5 inches. So you can see it wasn't very long, but my thing, this is all wet. Like all this is wet. I'll say it's not fresh wetness, but there is a difference. Like this is dry, but up to about just above this screw here is just wet. So the whole bottom of these cupboards, just a big, you know, flood. So I'm just gonna take for today, I know I'm gonna have to wash that stuff, but I don't feel like doing that. But I'm just gonna take the things that got wet and the bedding that's in the washer. I'm just gonna throw it all in the dryer right now. And I'm just gonna let the basement air out. You can see like the water went even over here. So you can see, you know, like there's like the laundry room and then the bathroom. And so the water came, you know, like halfway into this other main area of my basement. So I am glad that I had most of this area cleared out today before I started doing laundry, because that would have been worse if I would have still had all the boxes and everything out here. So I'm ending here today, or at least for right now. So I'll be back tomorrow to finish dealing with the rest of this stuff. All right, so it's now Sunday afternoon. I just got home from church, but I'll just show you my basement quickly. So this is going to be the laundry room sink. Plumbers are coming tomorrow to install that. And then I can't really do anything down here today. I'll have to be down here like Tuesday or Wednesday. It'll be the next day I'll be able to get down here to finish putting away the rest of the stuff. But there's the vanity that the plumbers will be here tomorrow to install that one. And then we took out the washer and dryer. I guess my husband took it out. It, you know, flooded the basement the other day. So the new ones are coming soon. And this is the bathroom. The plumbers will be, you know, taking out this pedestal sink and putting in that one. But this is as far as I can get down here. My husband and his brother and one of their nephews is actually going to be finishing some stuff down here. Doing stuff with the plumbing. I don't know quite what they have to do. So if they're down here, I can't put any of this stuff away. I can't go through this. I can't sort this stuff. So basically I'm done for the basement until next week. So because I cannot do anything else down here today or for the next few days, I guess I'm going to end my video here. I'm going to continue doing other parts in the house. But like I said, I'm done down here. I was like, so when my washer leaked, that was Friday afternoon. I had to go get my husband from work. He had to come here. He had to mop. I was moving stuff out of the way. So I got everything's just piled up here again. Can't even get into the pantry. I just had to push everything in there, clear out wherever the water was coming from. So, yeah. So then yesterday I spent like over an hour and a half at the laundromat. It cost me $15 to do 3 loads of laundry using those machines. I have not been to the laundromat in like 22 years. So not something I really want to do, but till our new washer and dryer come in about 2 weeks, I think I'm going to have to go to the laundromat a couple more times. But again, I'm going to end here and just say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.